What is going on? It's your boy Hammer back with another supplement review. Let's keep this short, let's keep this quick, let's get to the point because let's be real. I gotta train, you gotta train, so let's get down to business. Now today I have Nemesis Nutrition Psycho Stim. This is a pre-workout that's getting a lot of buzz right now, and I looked it up, I saw the label, I was immediately interested. But let's be real, there's a saying in the supplement world that labels are just labels. And what that means is, depending on the sourcing of your ingredients, how the ingredients come together, whether or not they're even telling the truth about what's on the label cannot necessarily match up with the experience. I'm very happy to report that this label very much matches up with the experience. Now, before I get started, I was actually able to connect with the owner of Nemesis Nutrition. And after finding out he was a high-level bodybuilder himself, I knew he wasn't going to make no stinking trash products. So here's the thing with Psycho Stim. Let's get started from the very beginning. This is a sour cherry flavor. And the thing about pre-workouts is if you're drinking it for the flavor, you're in the wrong place. You want something that tastes good, go crack a Monster and go have a dumpy workout. But if you want to get a high-level workout with high-level ingredients, pre-workouts are not always going to be the tastiest things. This, however, this is pretty dang tasty. I personally love cherry flavored things. This was very, very good. It's actually sour, which is very interesting. It's a very good, accurate sour cherry taste. I enjoyed it. That doesn't mean you're going to enjoy it. If you don't like sour things, I believe they have something like a bomb pop flavor. But anyway, let's get into the highlights of this label, because you hear Psycho Stim, you think maybe this is just loaded with a bunch of yohimbine, maybe it's 600 milligrams of caffeine, maybe it's just a bunch of stuff that you revved up. But then you look at the label and right off the bat, they have 8 grams of citrulline above the efficacious dose. That's for your pumps. They have 4,000 milligrams of beta-alanine above the efficacious dose. Gives you tingles, gives you endurance. And then here's where it gets kind of interesting. 2 grams of tyrosine, 600 milligrams alpha-GPC, 500 milligrams choline barbiturate, 350 milligrams DMAE. These are all focus ingredients, kind of nootropics. This is the stuff that's going to get you mentally locked in, focused, and just locked into your workout. So it's interesting that you're seeing this in a product called Psycho Stim. But then you get to the Stim complex, obviously the star of the show with this product. You got your araya, theobromine, multiple forms of caffeine, hordenine, which is rare to see in products these days, 2 forms of synephrine, isopropyl synephrine, the regular synephrine. So you're getting synephrine is going to warm you up. It's going to give you a thermogenic effect. It's going to help you release body fat. It's going to make you feel like it's going to literally warm up your body. You're going to feel more ready to train. It's got one of my favorite ingredients that's disappearing a lot, which is Nupept. This goes back to those nootropics. Nupept is going to give you a ton of focus. It's going to enhance. Like all of these things, all of these ingredients come together perfectly. The best part of this formula is nothing is overdose. There's 350 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot of caffeine if all you've ever done is drinking a white Monster, or all you've ever done is had a cup of coffee in the morning. But it's not so over the top that your heart's going to be pounding out of your chest. At no point did I get any heart attack energy with this product. So let me talk about how my experience went. I took the product. Pre-workouts usually take a long time to kick in for me. But this, about 15 minutes, I started feeling kind of like the sides of my head warming up. Like I felt like the rush, like my body was starting to warm up. My head was starting to, you get that good feeling like your mind's sharpening almost, you know. On my drive to the gym, started feeling focused. And from the time I set foot in the gym, I just had steady energy. I never felt like it was like, oh my gosh, this is kicking in. I felt like warmed up, and it was just kind of climbed slowly for about 45 minutes. And which I take my pre-work about 30 minutes before I start, so that's perfect. So about a couple warm-up sets in, helped activate everything, and I was going. And it was smooth sailing. Like you feel everything in here doing its job, you know. And the thing is, like, Araya gives you like a really good head focus, but that ingredient tends to metabolize quickly. But hordenine stops it from breaking down. So like I had this like smooth head experience with all the nootropics coming in, so I was locked in on what I was doing. I took this for leg day, which leg day for me is like the hardest workout to pick a pre-workout for, because the thing with legs is you could end up failing because you get so gassed. You're doing a high rep set of squats or leg press or whatever. Your heart is going too fast. And the next thing you know, like you got more juice in the legs, but the old ticker is telling you to stop. So you end up racking the weight. But the thing is, a lot of times when you're staring at an 800-pound leg press, it's hard and you want some crazy energy to push you, to psych you up, to get crazy for it. And this struck that perfect chord where I was like focused. I had all this energy from all these different sources. That's the star of this show, is like all the different sources at the right doses. Nothing coming in too heavy, everything coming together the right way. So I had this very good energy, very strong focus, but at no point during the lift was I cracked out or out of breath or anything like that. I was able to PR multiple times during the workout. This was just such a freaking solid experience. And the thing is, if you like to play mad scientist, this doesn't have anything too crazy in it. This doesn't have alpha yohimbine at a high dose. This doesn't have DMHA. So if you wanted to play mad chemist and add those things to it, I'm not saying you should, you have to, or it needs it, but there's always that room for it. So it's like, this is just a very interesting product. You don't see a lot of products with labels like this. When you saw Psycho Stim, I don't know if you were expecting it to just lack in any area, because it's lacking in 0 areas. This was a very positive experience. I really enjoyed this product, from the taste to the experience, and the fact that afterwards there was no crash. Like, I took this product at around 9:30 in the morning, trained from 10:15 all the way to noon. Afterwards, I came home and I was still productive. I was doing stuff for the rest of the day, and then I train again later in the day. I do a cardio session, and I didn't feel like I needed even an energy drink or a pick me up. I needed nothing. I kind of was still like riding smooth and feeling good, and then slept like a baby at the end of the night. There was no crash, but there was also no lingering overstimulation. This is a very good formula. I can't say enough good things about this. I really enjoyed this product. I recommend it. If you saw this and you were interested on the fence, I'm going to give it your boy Hammer's seal of approval. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, click like, hit the bell. I'm new to doing these. I'm going to be trying to keep these up pretty frequently now. So give your boy Hammer a subscribe. Thanks again for watching. See you next time with the next pre-workout review.